Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams. 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Same tailback, another carry. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Man, this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's a run. Running back's got it. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Loses 4. It's now second and goal.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now.
Get set. Ready.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Has caught. Can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Hey, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. Will he score here? Touchdown, Irish. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, I can't believe the quarterback took it all the way to the end zone. That is a big-time play. The defense, to their credit, had everybody covered, but they forgot to account for the mobility of this quarterback. Sure made him pay for it.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Given up for a first down.
And the quarterback dropping back. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Notre Dame 21-0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't hold on. First down screen is incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He makes the grab. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7.
That makes the score Notre Dame
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
7.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over 1st and 7.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase.
Going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Offense behind the sticks, facing a second and long. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He hands it to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
They're going to go for it, but to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. He'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Notre Dame offense back out on the field.
42 Spider.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They pressure it and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line. Second and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on third and long. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Notre Dame, 35.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's going to pull it down and run. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Fighting off the defender. Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
And the quarterback just sneaks it. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Boy, that safety came way back on that blitz and timed it perfectly to get after the quarterback and eventually come up with a sack.
And sack sets up second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
The back in motion now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. After a field goal the last time out, see what they can get here. They'll run it here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Give it to the back again. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, but is the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 35.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And there's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Catch made inside the 10. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he gets him for the score, cutting the lead to 14.
Conversion is successful and makes the score Notre Dame 35, Auburn 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock and getting closer now to an impressive victory. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger. This defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
4 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on 2nd down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly out of the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Throws it to the right. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the offense will just take a knee. So this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things that they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.